Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sincere from the Standard 81 podcast, and I am back with another Monday memoir. But before we get started, let's take a 30-second break to get our minds right. And here we go. All right, everybody, I'm back. Monday memoirs. Monday memoirs. I was just over on TikTok, and I was uploading there, so forgive me for being just a little bit late, but I am ready. Anyways, let's get into this. Today, I want to talk about um, a goals for the future, right? Goals for the future, and what some of my goals are um, for this year, and how I am exploring those horizons. Here's what I'm going to say. It's one thing to set goals for yourself. It's another thing to actually accomplish them. Uh, Setting goals and planning is easy. It's as easy as writing something down. It's as easy as typing something. It's as easy as um, uh, just getting your thoughts together, right? It's the execution that takes time. And for me, it's always been the execution. And it's not because of lack of effort, because I know sometimes I can procrastinate. I'm not going to sit there and hold y'all and tell y'all I don't. That's one of my flaws. I do procrastinate on things. But it's never been because of lack of effort. Oftentimes, my in my endeavors, my entrepreneurial endeavors, um, it's lack of help, to say the least. And my hope this year is to increase the eyes on this YouTube channel. Viewership is not very good in this channel, but I'm not going to give up because I came into this thing with the mindset of I'm not here to make money. This is not, if it transitions into a full time career, so be it. I already have a job. I work two jobs. Um, so I'm already making money. It's this is not a a thing of necessity for me. I want to put as much effort as I can into making this the best product as I possibly can. Not because of the idea of success, but more the idea of influence and being able to speak to people at their level in a way that I feel some churches and a lot of Christians don't communicate. Um, so, in saying that, my goal is simply this: make the best product and give the and try to make the best discussions and make the best monologues I possibly can within my skill level to continue to read different books, gain knowledge. Here's one of my favorites. I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite books I've been reading. Um, as a matter of fact, let me just show you how I'm increasing in knowledge. Give me 1 second. Let me show you how I'm increasing knowledge. Right. So this is how I plan on increasing that I'm going to continue to read, and I always read every day. The Bible, right? This is my uh, English Standard Version Bible. I read this bad boy every day. I keep it like this. I actually have several Bibles that that are all marked up and they're all damaged. Well, not damaged, but they've been used quite a bit. But this is my newest one because I want to break things down in a way that I understand. I also have a New King James as well as an NIV. Um, I have a Jewish Bible as well. So the Word of God is going to be one of the ways I continue to increase in knowledge. um, the second book, which I am rereading, I've recommended this book several times on the channel and any different things, is this book, Men Think Like Waffles, Women Think Like Spaghetti. If you do not have this book, get it. It will change your life. I promise you. This book will change your life. And as you can tell, I'm just getting back into it. Uh, I'm at this part right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's different by design. All right, so that's the second book, and I'm just giving you a few. I read a lot, but here's the books. A devotional, a daily devotional. I love this devotional, um, because it just gives me encouragement. It just gives me encouragement, um, and it also gives me wisdom on things that uh, I'm looking to do, and it encourages me to keep moving forward. I also read some fiction, but relatable fiction. Animal Farm by George Orwell. 1984 is another book I have. I've just been reading this one as of late. Um, 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. I know this may be a controversial, quite controversial because some of you may like Jordan Peterson, some of you may not. But men, ladies, I say you can read this too to kind of understand where men are. But any man, definite, read this book. This book by far is classic. And as you can tell, I'm rereading it again. I'm back at the beginning. Uh, Vertical Marriage, right? Why I am not a husband. I understand the concept of preparing for what it is you want. All right. So, in saying that, I am preparing for what I want. I am going to continue to do more research, uh, look into more analytics, look into more data, uh, to try to make these streams and these live streams as good as I possibly can. Uh, I am hoping to increase the volume of guests on the show. I'm planning on doing a new show once a month, uh, which is going to be a panel show. I'm just trying to solidify and lock in the panel of people that I want, um, and make sure that the group is rather diverse. And when I mean diverse, I mean as in heterosexual people, but some who are married, some who are single, some guys, some girls. And this way, we can get difference in opinion and discuss topics. Even if it gets a little controversial, I do not care. I'm not going to run away from controversy, but I don't want to be known as this controversial person. That's not my goal to be a podcaster of controversy. I just want to give knowledge. I want to give knowledge the way that I've been taught and the way that I know. And that's what most of the people here on YouTube are doing. Shout outs to Facebook and X, formerly known as Twitter. I hope you guys are enjoying these as well. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I promise you, I see these things and I'm trying to keep track of everything. But and my other thing is to get more professional, be more professional. Right now, I am doing everything by myself. I'm trying to literally by myself as far as this channel and developing it. Um, I'm trying to develop and trying to figure out how to do things um, to make the channel better by myself, but I want to be more professional. So I'm going to start reaching out to people that know better than I do. Uh, Obviously, it's probably going to cost. So I'm going to need to figure out how much these things cost in order to really generate natural responses and natural views and really get things going here because I don't want this to be just um, something casual. I want it to really be something that I can lock into and use it forever for however long as you guys will have me. Having said that, what are some of the other goals? Um, Personal finance, just to increase and handle handle money better. I think we can all agree to that. That no matter how much money you got, we can all afford to increase and learn how to handle it better. Um, More so, learn how to handle things better because you can be making six figures, but if you're living at the cap of your six figures, um, you're just as broke as the person that's making 30. If the person that's making 30 knows how to handle their finances well and they're doing all the things that they're supposed to do, they can be living a better lifestyle than you. They may not have as much, but they'll be living better than you. Just because you have more things doesn't mean you're living better. Because you may be paying out the nose for the stuff you have. What's another goal? Uh, to really tune in to the places that I fall short at. This year, I've been praying to God about stability, and I want Him to make me stable in all the areas that I feel like I am faltering. In the areas that I feel like I could use the most help in. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm discovering as I get older and I continue to live life, I don't know much of anything. I don't think it's until we get older and we've lived more life that we start to realize we don't know as much as we think we do. That we actually need more help than thought. And it's sad that it works that way, but my regret at this point would would be I wish I would have known sooner some of the stuff that I know now. I wish that I didn't have to go through some of the things that I had to go through in order to develop uh, all this stuff. And I'm not saying I went through a ton of stuff um, because my life has been fairly pleasant and I'm an average guy. I don't really have any traumatic stories to tell you, but just like anybody, I've been through things that I would rather not have been through in order to, you know, learn. So my hope is that I will continue to learn not only from experience, but experiences from the past so that I can um, grow at a substantial rate. Another goal is to really fix my eyes in on what God wants me to do. Our purpose in life is to do the Lord's will. And whether or not you're a Christian is irrelevant at this point because we were all created from the Father up above. The problem is a lot of us don't know what the Lord's will is for our life. We think it consists of the things that we do already, which is fine to a certain extent, existing, and I consider that existing. But some of the things that the Lord asks us to do don't even consist of the things that we think are so important in life. And that's what I'm hoping to find this year. That's what I'm hoping to find for the rest of my life. But I am definitely making a conscious effort to try to find what the Lord's purpose is for my life, period, and how He wants me to move in this next chapter. I believe that this is a year of consequences, both positive and negative, and like I said, I can expound on that some other time. I think I might talk about that on IG. But those are the goals, and I know I didn't really go into much detail about any of these, uh, but I did want to give you guys a glimpse of what my life is like and what I'm thinking about moving forward. And I know you say, "Oh, why are you not thinking about relationships? Why are you not talking about getting married?" I am. I still very much so want to get married, but see, here's the thing I'm realizing that even the stuff that's good for us, we can make an idol. Just like anything else, marriage can be an idol that we need to lay down and we need to stop thinking about so much. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing that you want it, because I believe life is about people and God made both men and women to be with each other so that we can be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. But if that's all we're focused in on, we're still doing it wrong. Because being with another person, another human being, is not our purpose. Our purpose is to do the will of the Father. And the only way you can find out how to do the will of the Father is to grow your relationship with the Father. And that's the main reason I do so much focusing in on relationships. Because in order to have a proper relationship with the Father, you've got to have you've got to have good rapport with other people. You can't say you love God and not love your neighbor. Who is your neighbor? Those people around you. That's biblically speaking, right? So how can you say you love a God who you have not seen and you don't love your neighbor who you have? I'm not saying that you're going to be chummy with everybody around you, but more or less, if you're not living in a peaceful existence with most folks, there's a problem. I'm not saying you agree with everything that they do. No, I would never say that, because there's a lot of stuff that people do that I disagree with. But I'm not going to sit there and cause confrontations with no cause. I will point out the things that need to be pointed out. I will tell you what you need to know. But outside of that, none of that is my business at the end of the day. You have a life to live that you're going to be responsible for when you finally see your master. And I'm going to have a life to live that I'm responsible for when I finally see my master. And he's going to hold both of us accountable for the things that we have done in our lives, not the stuff that other people, we say other people made us do. Each one of us is going to stand in front of him and give an account of our lives. And I want to know that I tried my best to please him. That's it. So if that means my life doesn't look like the life of those here in the States that are well off, and they have these lavish lifestyles and they live lives of luxury and all this good stuff, so be it, man, because this is not going to be here for forever. All this stuff is going to be gone eventually. It may not be in our lifetime, it may not be in our kids' lifetime, but I'm gonna tell you this is it's coming sooner than we possibly think. I'm gonna tell you once again, I am a man of faith. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. So if you do not like that kind of message, don't watch. And that may be the reason that I don't get much viewership. But don't watch. Because I'm gonna talk about it. That he is a part of my life. He is my life. He is my lifestyle. style. He is the one that makes me move. He is the one that gives me my strength and my being. So I base everything I do around that. But having said that, I am not uh, negating the reality of the times and the place that we live in, and and certain necessities for things. But I am not going to allow the need for things or the desire for things to throw me off the course in which I have started, the one in which He has called me to. It may sound like I'm preaching right now, but hey, let's. I'm not gonna apologize because everybody's preaching something, good or bad. Good or bad, everybody's preaching something. And while every person may not be quoting scriptures, everybody's preaching something. Everybody's saying something, especially in this day and age. So those are a few of the goals, a few of the ideas that I got, and I plan on working on this year. I want to make this channel better for you all. I want to find inventive ways to bring a multiplicity of people on here to discuss different topics concerning the community, in particular African Americans or blacks, however you want to call it, relationships and dating, which I've been doing from the beginning, and society at large. The only thing I will not really dabble into is politics because I don't know enough about politics to really submerge myself in something like that, and that's not something I really care to study. Um, Outside of knowing the issues and being able to elect officials, I don't really involve myself in a whole lot of politics. But that's it. That's the goals for this year, to increase and grow. If I had to boil it down to 2 points, increase and grow. Let me know what your goals are, and how you plan on executing, um, and what you're doing to execute. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me if you can. Um, like and share. Be greatly appreciated. If you are watching this after the recording has been live, go ahead and type second watch down in there in the comments for me. And check out my TikTok over there at the Standard 81 Podcast. Also, check out my Instagram page at Sincere the Artist. I'm working on getting all those mutually the same under the Standard 81 umbrella. And we're going to keep moving forward. All right. So, blessings to you all. I'll see you guys on the next one for a Wednesday rant. Until then, peace.